you see, I can tell people to do crazy stuff, and the system doesn't allow them to do crazy stuff, right? And by crazy stuff, I mean like just be inspired and just do whatever, you know, is in you, and just like, you know, go for it, right? Just go for it. But then there's some people I can tell in Zimbabwe or in South Africa, and I'm like, go for it, and they say, well, how can I go for it when there is no way I can go for it, right? All odds are against me. So dude, just go tell somebody else what you're talking about, because this doesn't work here. I'm going to tell you a personal story that's going to illustrate this, right? When I say do crazy stuff, it's not just for you, but it's for other people as well. Do crazy stuff for the entire system, right? Because some people, their conditions just don't allow them to do crazy stuff, and we want them to do crazy stuff because we want them to be super cool people, right? Now, I'll tell you a personal story that illustrates what I'm talking about. Yesterday, I experienced an attempted armed robbery. I'm not kidding. I'm like, for real. Seriously. I was working in Joburg, and this is not a made-up story. I don't have the scars to show for it, but I'm serious. I was working in Joburg, and I was about to, you know, go for my Swazi, you know, ET face. And then this guy like walks up to me. He's like, where are you going? Which ETs are you looking for? I'm like, no, don't worry, I got this. I know where I'm going. And then he's like, okay, that's not working. And then he asked me, okay, so you're looking for a shop? Yes, I'm looking for a shop. I was looking for an internet cafe, because like, you know, I have like an old phone. And he's like, okay, cool. And I was like, no, I know where my phone is. I was like, okay, cool. Can I please have some money? I need money for a drink. We're like, okay, all right, cool. Here's 5 rands. And then I give him 5 rands, and then he draws out a knife like from under his sleeve. He's like, dude, here we give each other 50 rand, 100 rand. Don't give me 50 rand. And he's like, you don't give me 50 or 100 rand, you're not getting to Swaziland, right? Like I'm just gonna do this on you in like 10 minutes. And that's what he's like to me. Oh my God. Like, I won't get to Swaziland. All right, cool. Anyway, because I'm like Superman and everything, he just got away with 5 rand. Okay. Now, when I was in the coffee and I was like, how do I make sense of this? First, the way we could approach this guy, we could be like, dude, you could be a better thief, right? Instead of just showing me a knife, you could actually like remove it from its cover, like put a little pressure on my belly. And I promise you, I'll have given him my wallet, I'll have given him my phone, and my laptop. Like, dude, just take everything. Like, seriously. So that's one thing we could do. The other thing is we could take him to church, right? Like this. Jesus, right? And we could just like, you know, inspire him, tell him about morals. You know, there are so many ways you can, you know, get around. There's so many things that you could do, you know, stuff like that. And the third thing is we could look at it as a system. Like, this guy has been set up to do that, right? Like, he's kind of like has no choice. Well, maybe he does, but then he has had a poor education. He comes from a poor community. The economic system isn't working. There's high unemployment, all of that, right? Now, if you ask me what's the best way to do that, I'll tell you, well, we could teach him to be a better thief, we could take him to church, or we could, you know, bring Dalumuzi and tell him, go do crazy stuff out there in the world, and you'll be like super cool, right? Or we could do the craziest stuff and attack the system and say, look, what are the big issues that are causing this guy to be what he is? And that's my approach. That you just do crazy stuff, think really big. It's not enough to take him to church, right? We have to think like system big, like, you know, really think about what are the factors, what's the world giving to this person, what is really causing him to be in that situation that's causing him to want to get 5 rand at knife point, right? Now, we're in a school where we want to change the world. I can come and tell you to do crazy stuff for yourself, but it's not enough to do crazy stuff for yourself. I'd rather you do crazy stuff for other people as well. But the way to do crazy stuff for other people is to think crazy, like just like think big, think wide, think beyond yourself and beyond tomorrow for the next person. And I think that's how Mandela did it. He thought crazy. He's like, okay, cool, I'll be in jail for 27 years.
Right?
apparently he got like lots of deals. Like, you know, you get out of jail, you stop the liberation movement. And it's like, no, I'm gonna have another extra 10 years here. Right? I think Gandhi did crazy stuff as well. Right? It's like walking all over India. He's walking to, what did he do? He walked to the ocean, he took some salt, and they got and arrested him, like walked 200 miles or, it's crazy. So if you want to really change things, you don't, I believe that you don't just do crazy stuff for yourself, but you do crazy stuff for other people. I'm trying to do crazy stuff as well in Zimbabwe. Started this little organization called Leaders Today. I plan to go back to Zimbabwe. Who plans to go back to Zimbabwe with 95% unemployment? But anyway, that's my crazy stuff that I'm doing, right? Working with a couple of volunteers, all under 23 and stuff like that. It's just like super crazy. Like no one in their right mind does that. You go to Harvard, you think about how much can I make out of this place? Well, I'm thinking about that a bit, but then for the most part, I'm thinking about what can I do for my country? How can I exploit the resources at this school, in this country, so that I can develop my own country? And only crazy people do that. So my challenge to you is go out there and do crazy stuff. If you do crazy stuff, I believe that you can do a lot for yourself. We limit ourselves very much with the expectations that society has for us. And because we don't think crazy, we don't go very, very far, or as far as we could. So my challenge to you is, for yourself, think crazy. For others, think crazy. And just like, might be like, maybe not.
Pleased that Dalumuzi took those many, many hours to come down to Swaziland. We're pleased that you survived the attack. We're pleased that you're here. We're pleased that you're contributing to the career support initiative, the careers fair this afternoon. These are all important things. And best wishes. He'll tie that up just very quickly.